Well, this is Dr. So once more. We're going to talk about a very important topic that I receive a lot of questions about, and I call it naked in the dream. When you find yourself naked in the dream, on your dream state, what does it mean? And we have to really explore this topic. Number one, at least 4 cardinal things comes to mind. Number one, when you find yourself naked in the dream, you discover that you've been stripped. That nakedness represents ancestral spirit. That means somebody is messing with your glory. The spirit are messing with your greatness. They're messing with your aura. For every child of God, for every believer, God created us to manifest His glory. The underwear, the protection, the inner unseen protection of every child of God, just like in the Garden of Eden, supposed to be clothed with light. I call it glory. So it's not only when the hair is messed with or shaved or tampered with or cut in the dream that it means lack of glory. So when you see yourself or anyone asks you to interpret their dream, seeing themselves naked in the dream, it shows you that somebody is contending with your glory, is contending with your greatness, is contending with your virtue, is contending with your anointing. Another thing that comes to mind is that if there is nakedness, that signifies poverty, stripping. And I will read this from the Bible, this very section. I'm reading from Deuteronomy 28. I'm reading verse 48. It says, "Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst, in nakedness," underline, in nakedness, "and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee." So anytime there is nakedness in the dream, God abhors any form of nakedness. After the fall and the curse, we are supposed to be covered, at least in public. Now, if you see yourself in public naked, that means also that somebody and somewhere you are under witchcraft attack. You're under occultic spell. There's bombardment from witchcraft altar or occultic altar, and they're against your glory. They're against your breakthrough. They're against your turnaround. Nakedness means shame. It means reproach. It means they are stripping you financially. In fact, another reason that brings us to the third reason, that anytime anybody sees himself naked in the dream, that means a kind of embarrassment, financial embarrassment, shame, reproach, or disgrace. Remember, glory, when glory covers a child of God, it attracts grace, it attracts favor, it attracts blessings, it attracts breakthrough. So when anybody sees nakedness in the dream, especially in public, when others are wearing clothes or while others are well dressed, that is also a problem. That means somebody wants to strip you or embarrass you financially, or maybe come to ask you for the debt you are owing, or that you are shamefully going to beg from people you are better than, or who supposedly think that you are richer or you are aware of, or you are well-to-do, and you are coming to borrow money from them, and it creates shame, it creates reproach, it creates a ridicule, so to speak. Now, the fourth reason when one sees him or herself naked in the dream is that the person is actually getting mad, or that there's enemy trying to project madness in the person's life, especially witchcraft manipulation or witchcraft program or projection or spell or hexes or sorcery or incantation and enchantment or witchcraft divination. The person is a product, or rather subject or victim of witchcraft manipulation and witchcraft embargo, and should be dealt with. You need deliverance when this happens, because it might cause trouble. And then if the person do not let the dream or know what is happening in the dream, or let himself go into deliverance, prophetic deliverance, the person eventually down the road may go mad. Remember, when you see something in the dream, before it manifests in the natural, it might take some time. And before it takes that time, better do something about it. When somebody sees his or herself naked in the dream, it's not a good sign. Another way also is that not just madness, when people are seeing themselves bathing or taking shower in the dream, even though it's not in the open, it's not in public, it's not out there, but it's in the privacy, it's also part of problem. It's dream pollution. It's dream pollution. You're not supposed to, people tell you or misinterpret it and call it deliverance. No. Anytime you are doing anything you're supposed to do in the natural and you see yourself doing it in the dream, something you're supposed to do secretly in your closet or in your shower, and you are doing it and you are seeing it and see yourself like that or seeing someone else in the dream, is a big problem. That must be a trouble. In other words, there's a problem coming. The enemy is projecting trouble. The enemy is projecting hindrance. The enemy is projecting setback. The enemy is actually projecting all kinds of hardship or opposition or roadblocks or trouble here and there. And then another thing, again, if you see yourself naked in the dream, you know it's time to come and get your deliverance, to come and get your prophetic deliverance, so that we deal with these issues head on. Talk to you, because we always have one-on-one hands-on deliverance ministration every Wednesday, 3565 Ostero, Marietta, Georgia, 30008. Every Wednesday, 3:30 to 6:30 p.m. Bye-bye. God bless you.